Here we go. It's my time to rise. It's my time to shine. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. It's my time.
Hey, if you're just signing in, go ahead. Let me know where you're signing in from. Let me know that you're out there. We all know that that's my theme song because I truly believe that it's your time. So definitely let me know that you're out there. Hello there, I see you. Let me know where you're calling from. Let me know where you're logging in from. Let me know that you're out there. It's your time. Hello there, I see you signing in. Hello there, let me know you're out there. Tell me your name. Tell me where you're signing in from. How do you like my pink reader glasses? I tell you, once you hit 46, things starts to change. Even my eyesight. So definitely, I'm excited to have you on. It's your time. I hope you're rocking with me there in your home or wherever it is that you are. But if you're driving, I don't want you to take your hands off the wheel. It's your time. Yes. Make sure you're out there sharing this. Make sure you share me with your friends. Go ahead and tag them. Tag somebody and let them get this message this evening. Go ahead. Don't be selfish and keep me to yourself. Definitely make sure that you tag someone. Hey, Tina, how are you, dear heart? Are you settled? Are you settled in? How, Mom? Please give my Sarah a hug and a kiss. Hi, Samaria. How are you? Hey, Kimberly from Kentucky. How are you, homegirl? Good. Kentucky? Wait a minute. Were you not? Okay, fine. Kimberly from Kentucky. Hi. How are you? Guys, let me know that you're out there. Let me know that you're out there. Enjoy my jam because it is definitely your time. It's your time. It's your time. Yes, it is. Make sure you're sharing. Hey, Lemire, how are you? Make sure you tag your friends in this evening. Make sure you're sharing and you're not being selfish and keeping me a secret. Go ahead. Wonderful, wonderful. When I come that way, I will definitely let you know. It will be soon. Hey, guys. Hey, my family's just walking in. The technical piece. That is why I couldn't go live. Can you guys get your stuff together and go live for my other platform, please? Hey, Melody, how are you? Thank you, Tina, for giving Mom a hug for me. Hey, Melanie, welcome. Thank you for joining. We're going to get started momentarily. Yes, but can you? Hey, Veranda. This face, I know I'm almost flawless, but with you, I am absolutely extra flawless. So I need you on this face for a beat, Veranda. Yes, I miss you. I go makeupless because I can't put it on the way that you do. Guys, we're going to get started here in just about 60 seconds. Make sure you share. Make sure you share because it's your time. It's your time, and there's no need for you to keep me to yourself because there's plenty of me to go around, and this message can resonate to each and every one of you. So Kelly Price is almost done, and I am going to turn her off. Oh, yes, I absolutely love it. I'm going to fire my entire son. Thank you, sir. Mommy's on live. Thank you. Now, yes, I'm ready. I will call you, Veranda, because I definitely need you to do something for me. But good evening. Good evening. I'm glad you missed me. I miss you too. Hi, this is Martha Cooper Hudson, your comeback coach, the extractor of purpose, the CEO and founder of Women in Greatness. I am excited to be with you once again on Facebook Live. I know, how do you share? Tina, oh, that's a good question. Right? I am technologically challenged. Let's see. You share by, you can do at that person and tag them, and then they will actually, they'll get your tag and they'll join in. Kimberly, you just shared the video. So could you share in the comment section? How do you share the video? How do you share this right now while I'm live on Facebook Live so that you all can, so that Tina can share too. But as I said, my name is Martha Cooper Hudson. I am your comeback coach. I am your extractor of purpose. I am the CEO and founder of Women of Greatness. But most of you all don't know that about three and a half, almost 4 years ago, when I was at the peak of my financial future, when I was at the peak of making more money than I possibly could ever imagine, when I was making a very strong five-figure income per month with a company that I was a part of in the industry of network marketing, one day, Evelyn, I'm glad you're here also. One day, I came home and I had known that for years what my purpose was, but I fought my purpose. I stayed away from it because I needed to earn financial freedom. I needed to retire myself from ever working a job again. I needed to be in a place and a space that I could have my time back. And so I went into the industry once again and I did what I needed to do, because if you're not going to go hard, you must stay home. So I did that. I got my organization over $1 million in income and revenue with our company. And then one day I found myself on the floor spread out crying because I knew that irregardless of how much money I was making, I was unfulfilled on the inside. And that day, once I got myself off of the floor, once I started crying, once I stopped crying, once I surrendered it all to him, I got up and I said, from this day forward, I will walk in my purpose. No matter what it looked like right now, no matter how scary it may be at this moment, I surrender all and I will bring my purpose to each and every person who will allow me to do so. And so from that moment, I got up and I started walking in my purpose. Was it easy? Absolutely not. Did I walk away from a five-figure income and my husband thought I was absolutely insane? Absolutely. But I had to pull on the words of, I will supply all of your needs according to my riches and glory. So with that, I knew that the battle was already won. I got up and I started to pursue my purpose. And so tonight, as I'm talking to you tonight, I want you to know that I know where you are. I was frustrated going to the job every day. I was frustrated for my job, with my job being able to tell me when to take a vacation, how to take a vacation, where I can go on vacation. I was frustrated at the fact that I couldn't live in that 10,000 square foot home that I wanted. I was frustrated that I could not bless my family and take care of my loved ones the way that I wanted to. But I knew that I had to do something, and I knew that my purpose was the key. And with that, I took that industry. I went out into the industry, as I said, of network marketing, but I took that income and leveraged it to be the financial backbone to start the companies that my husband and I run today. His science company, E=MC Square, and everything that I do with Women of Greatness. Now the comeback coach, my speaking component of who I am, I was able to leverage that. But in order for me to do that, guys, I had to do something that I never, ever did before. I had to stop doing what was comfortable for me and go into a realm that was very uncomfortable for me. So what I want to do this evening, I want to talk to you about when you want something you've never had. That means freedom to do what you want. That means living the life that you want. That means a strong financial foundation, that wealth and riches that you want, so that you can help as many people as you possibly can. Don't let anybody ever fool you to say that money isn't important. Money is very important. The love of money is the issue and the problem. But if you don't have it, how can you ask those children to go to college? How can you give scholarships away? How can you help your family? You know, when you want time freedom to do more of the things that you love, you have to do something you have never done before. And that something is to do something different. See, what I know for sure is that I try not to get very biblical here because I don't want to run anyone away. I want this message to resonate inside of everyone. But I know what my foundation is and I know where my help comes from. But it reminded me of people doing things that they never done before. Like, for instance, when God told the Israelites to march around the wall of Jericho 7 days in a row and then 7 times on Sunday, they knew nothing about what they were doing, but they didn't question it. They just got to be uncomfortable and they did it. See, when Ruth left her home in the country of Moab to be with Naomi, she had no idea that she was going to meet her Boaz, that will change her life forever. See, because she did something that she was not familiar with. She got uncomfortable and she did that. It also made me reminiscent of when Elijah stretched the faith of that widow, guys, who was down to her last meal, and he told her to go fetch me a meal, to go feed me first. And she said, listen, I only have a little bit. And I was going to make that for me and my son, and we were going to die. And he said, go and make me a meal. And she obeyed him. She obeyed a person that she didn't know, and she believed in a man that she knew. And that was her higher power. And when she did that, guess what? Her oil was plentiful. She never had to want for anything. So you got to know that you must do something different and out of the ordinary in order for you to bring forth what it is that you're really supposed to have in your life. So when walking or discovering your purpose, everything is difficult at first or in the beginning. See, it's never easy in the beginning. I always tell people anything that's easy will never last. But anything that is difficult, anything that came difficult to you will last forever. Hey, Irvin, I see you out there. Thank you for joining in. It will last forever. See, what I know for sure is that everything is difficult at first. When you were beginning to crawl, it was difficult to crawl as a child. When you took your first steps and fell down, that was difficult to do. When you started riding that bicycle, you know, Irvin, on 25th Street, when I started riding that bicycle and I fell down and I scraped my knee, I didn't quit, but it was difficult to do. However, the more you did those things, the easier it got and the better you became at it. See, if I would have stopped when I fell off the bicycle, I would have never known how to ride a bicycle. When I fell down as a child, when I was walking, when my daughter or my son fell down and they were walking, if it was so hard for them, they would have never learned how to walk, but they just got up. They scraped themselves off and they did that. And see, what I'm sure is this, that oh, somebody's calling. Okay. What I know for sure is this, is that if you continue to do it over and over and over again, it gets easier. It gets easier for you to maneuver. Hello, Mr. Imonitier. Thank you for watching. What an honor it is. But with that, I'm here to tell you that every big thing was once small. Even a 6'5" man began as a tiny embryo in his mother's womb. So you must be willing to take baby steps when you're discovering your purpose. You got to start with whatever it is that you have. See, so many times people are looking at the success and the luxuries of others, but you have to embrace where you are right now, right where you are, and you have to start taking those baby steps. See, I heard someone say very clearly today that you use whatever you have been given and more will come. That's sort of like when God took those 2 fish and those 5 barley loaves, and he started with just that little. But when he started to give it out, it multiplied and it was able to feed. In biblical terms, they said about 15,000 people or more with 2 fish and 5 barley loaves. So that's just like your gift and your purpose. See, when you start to give it little bit at a time with what it is that you have, he will miraculously multiply your gift to abundance. We have to know that when we take that walk, that one step, he will take 2 and 3 with you, and that you will never be by yourself. So you have to be able to do what you need to do in order to bring just forth your little bit. I like to tell people, you should build the plane as you're flying it. Most people want to build a plane before it gets off the ground. They want to grow their wings before they leap. And you are to leap and then grow your wings on the way down. You don't have to have this figured out. He never said you would know how to get there. He just simply said that you would get there. If you take that faith and you take that walk, I promise you, he will get you to wherever it is that you want. But you got to have faith. You got to have belief. You cannot have belief and think you're going to succeed. That's not going to happen. But you have to be willing. There are a couple of things that you have to be willing to do. Number one, I said that you must be willing to start small in order to get to where it is that you want to go. Every big shot, like I told you on yesterday, every big shot once started out as a small shot who kept on shooting. A small shot who kept on shooting, and they became that big individual. Kobe Bryant didn't get to be who he was overnight. He practiced. He was up in the morning before everyone else. He was the last one to leave the courts. The same with LeBron James. The same with Steph Curry. The same with every great individual. So you got to be willing to start small. Small beginnings are okay because he will take you to your large ending if you just stay in faith and you simply believe. Number 2, you must be willing to change. Change is a must on this journey. Thousands of people fail in life because they are unwilling to make changes. They refuse to change their jobs. They refuse to change their friends. Some of you refuse to change your spouses, but I don't get in between a ring thing. People they refuse to change their businesses or the cities that they live in because they're crippled by faith. They're crippled by fear. And what I know for sure is this. Most people would rather stay in their comfortable hell than to go to their uncomfortable heaven. Because that comfortability zone keeps them right there. And I can tell you, like I told you last evening, a comfortable zone never created anything. Uncomfortability will tell you and teach you what you are made of. Yet you wonder why successful people continue to move up the ladder and they continue to become more happy. They continue to become more successful. It's because they are willing to go through a little difficult experience in order to get to a new level. Someone simply told me a long time ago, one of my mentors said to me, Martha, I would rather do the things that most people won't do in order to have the things that most people cannot have. And that's my time. That's my freedom. I can tell you these last 3.5 years of walking in my purpose and walking in what I knew that I was purposed to do have been the most amazing 3.5 years of my life. People thought I was crazy. People said, I can't believe you're walking away. When he says, move, I could not question it because the misery that I had in my heart had to be removed. And when I start to give my gift to the world, in the beginning, it was giving it away free. When I start to give my gift to the world, my life absolutely changed. I was the happiest. My family was complete. I was excited. We were able, because the word doesn't lie. My gift opened doors for me that I never thought. Any business or any degree that I paid for never opened for me. Then the third thing you must do, because I told you, you must be willing to start small. You must be willing to change. And the third thing that you must be willing to do, you must be a problem solver. Successful people solve problems. And if you want to be successful with taking your purpose from purpose to profits, you must be able to solve problems. See, a successful attorney solves legal problems. A doctor solves physical problems. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs solved technology problems. Mark Zuckerberg revolutionized our social media platform. Michael Jordan changed the game of basketball. Michael Jackson took the music industry to a whole nother level. You get my picture? You get the picture? You must be willing to change. See, your gift and your purpose could be the thermostat that could provide the temperature change in the climate or the atmosphere that someone is waiting on. Your purpose or your gift is the answer to someone's problem. Ask yourself these 5 questions as you're meditating on what was said this evening. Ask yourself these 5 questions. Question number 1, what is your gift to the world? Question number 2, who needs your gift? Question number 3, whose life are you capable of improving with your gift? Question number 4, whose income could you improve by bringing your gifts forward, by starting that business that you've been sitting on, by walking in your purpose so that it could take care of you? Whose income could you improve? Whose life could you improve? Whose peace of mind could you affect? Guys, I am so serious about walking in my purpose, not caring what someone on the left or the right says about Martha, but being sure and firm and standing bold as a lion, knowing that I am walking in that lane in which I was created to walk in. So for I know the plans I have for you. He knew these plans before he ever placed you in your mother's womb. The question is, how long are you going to go through your life living out someone else's prescription for you versus living out his prescription for your life? How long will you listen to man? Because when he puts you on, man can never take you off. You will never need validation to walk in your purpose. Validation is for cars. You will never need validation from man when you walk in your purpose. The people who are attached to your purpose are just waiting for you to bring it forth. You can live and survive off of your purpose. I tell people all the time, don't chase the prosperity. Chase your purpose and prosperity will run you over. I know that for sure. Because sometimes people look at prosperity as having $1 million, $1 billion in the bank. That's great. I'm getting there. I already know that I will be one of the next great Forbes, Fortune 500 billionaires on their list. I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt. But prosperity and wealth comes with your health, because if you're not healthy, you can't enjoy it. It comes in your marriage. See, it has kept my marriage strong for 16 amazing years with an amazing man that every day, even though he's losing his hair, half of it is gone, I still love him. Yeah. It gives me prosperity with my children and my family. See, my seeds are being blessed because I was obedient to make sure that I walked in my purpose. Guys, you have to know for sure that you are doing the right thing. Don't wait for anybody else to show you and tell you that you're doing the right things. See, because most people will take your dreams, they'll take your goals, and they'll run with it. See, it's not the strangers that can take your goals, take your dreams, and steal them. First of all, it's the enemy. That third person on the inside who talk you out of walking, who's talk you out of jumping and growing your wings on the way down. That enemy who will tell you, girl, you can't do that. No one's in your family has ever been successful. You've never been a millionaire. How can you want to do something when no one else around you can or could? I'll tell you this, that this young lady who was born to a single mother who was raised in the projects of Fort Pierce, Florida, who has been able to surround herself by some of the greatest individuals on this planet, mentors who sold into me for years, and I took copious notes. I sat at the table. I ate at the table with them because I refused to get the crumbs off the ground. Guys, I stood up and I was bold enough because my surroundings couldn't teach me what I needed. So I was willing to leave my surroundings, get uncomfortable, do something that I never knew that I could do, go to uncomfortable grounds and make sure that I was able to get what I needed to get so that I could one day bring it to the world. I'm telling you, it is simply amazing and wonderful. If you can hear my excitement on my face in knowing that what you have to bring to the world is more than good enough. It's more than good enough. And you don't have to wait for anybody to validate it. Your bank account right now doesn't have to have $1 million in order for you to bless someone. But trust me, the more you bless, the more you serve, the more you bring forth, those commas are going to change. You're going to have zeros behind 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. You're going to have that around to be able to bless even more. Guys, I'm telling you, it is absolutely exciting. I am absolutely excited. If you have not done so already, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go over to www.yourcomebackcommunity.com. I want you to make sure that you join my comeback community there on Facebook, because eventually, I will be going live only from the platform in which people are ready to make a move. The people are ready to take their purpose to a whole nother level. People are ready to stop playing games and making excuses, because how you do anything is definitely how you do everything. And the excuses that you're telling yourself are simply excuses. My definition of excuses is this. Excuses are the lies that you tell yourself to sell yourself to keep you right where you are. It's no more excuses. Why? Because it's your time. It's your time to go all the way to the top. See, I tell people, I see them at the top because the bottom is truly too crowded. Stop trying. Yes, that's it. Yourcomebackcommunity.com. Stop looking at a parking garage. And here's how I look at people. Most people, you probably have been one, who when they go into a parking garage, they want the parks right there on the bottom. Most people despise circling up at the top and going higher, because that means they have to walk a little bit further, or maybe the elevators is not where they want them to be. But I can tell you what, if you continue to drive all the way up to the top, once you reach the top, there's only a few cars up there with you. Why? Because most people quit before they get to the top. Most people will quit on the bottom level before they make it all the way to where it is that they are supposed to go. Let me say something to you, that you can have 2 people doing the same race. You can have 2 people doing the same thing. And because the pain is so difficult to the person on the right-hand side, that person on the right-hand side quit before they reach the finish line. But that person on the left says that I didn't go through this for nothing to give up. I didn't go through this to quit and just lay down, but I will finish my race no matter how long it takes me. See, I tell people all the time, the race isn't won by the swift. It's won by those who endure to the end. I challenge you to endure to the end. I challenge you to serve your purpose. I challenge you to answer those questions that I gave you this evening, and to know that starting next week, I will bring forth some of the most amazing steps for you to discover and start walking in your purpose. And once you start discovering and walking in your purpose, I'm going to show you how to take those things from purpose to profits, to make bold moves, to have the life that you so rightfully deserve, doing the things that you love, while you make a larger global impact in this world by making more money than you ever thought possible. Why? Because you're walking in your purpose. Guys, I'm telling you right now, as I'm signing off this evening, I have to bring my jam back on one more time so that you will be able to know that it's your time. It's your time to go all the way to the top without any excuses, without waiting for someone to validate who you are. Make sure you go out to yourcomebackcommunity.com and sign up for my community and know that I am here to serve you. And if my gift can't sharpen your gift, then I don't need to be here. This is Martha Cooper Hudson, your comeback coach, the extractor of purpose, a person whose purpose on this planet is to equip, inspire, motivate, and empower you to live life, to stand up, to suit up, and start discovering your purpose. Tyrone, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. Tamika, thank you for joining. Sharita, I see you out there. Your race is already won, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. Evelyn, thank you. Thank you so much. Tina Fernandez, thank you, Sarah, for joining. Mr. David E. Monetier, you just don't know. It was an honor to have you on my show this evening. I thank each and every one of you for being here because, trust me, I don't take what God has given me lightly. And I will impact over 1 billion people on this planet with the voice that he gave me to speak word. Melody, thank you for joining. Melanie Daniels, thank you for joining. Brenda Young, hey, my cousin, thank you for joining. Because why? You deserve it. You deserve it. Do me a favor. Don't keep me a secret. Don't keep me a secret. Share it with your friends. Share it with your loved ones so that they can elevate themselves also. Don't be selfish. Go ahead, share it. I promise you, once they learn what I know, their life too will never be the same. Guys, I love each and every one of you. Make sure you go out there and equip, inspire, motivate, and empower someone to discover and start walking in their purpose. And make sure you go over to yourcomebackcommunity.com and become a friend in my community, because great things are coming. It's my time to try. I can't sing, but it is my time, yes, and it's your time also. Let's do what we need to do, guys. Hey, Janice, thank you for sharing. Brenda, I love you. Please give my love to Linda and Carolyn and all my cousins, but I thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do, because your life, you will no longer be living or existing. You will be living the life that you so rightfully deserve. So guys, be blessed. Wait a minute, before I'm blessed, Michael, come here 1 second, please. Michael, come here 1 second, please. Come here 1 second, please. Come here 1 second, please. See, behind every amazing woman is an even greater man. And that's my boo. I told you he's losing his hair, right? But that is my baby. And he supports everything that I do. And I support everything that he does. Michael, why are you looking like that? Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
All right, we're out. Be blessed. Have a great evening, guys.